My love, your innocence feels like a lie. The universe told me to test my hunger for purity. Your eyes don't know the damage your smile has done to my walls. I touched your soul before I touched your skin, and it still burns. You trusted me like I was holy, but I came with hidden knives. How can you be that soft in a world that swallows kindness whole? You made me want to protect something I once came to destroy. I kissed your forehead and felt God watching. Your pureness made me feel bad about my mistakes. You're the kind of innocent person who changes dangerous people like me. I promise, you have no idea how much you've affected my dark side. You're innocent, yet you reached a part of me no one else ever could. Your laugh makes me miss the person I used to be. You looked at me as if I was safe, but I'm not. You came in gently, and I fell apart, like a war giving up. I was dishonest with love, but you loved with honesty. I wanted to corrupt you, but instead, you made me whole. I was like the devil, hoping you'd never see who I really was. Your innocence isn't a weakness. It's a powerful, almost sacred strength. You believed in me even before I was truly there. Just one look from you, and my guilt desperately wanted to be forgiven. You're the kind of person who makes even bad people want to confess. I tried to mess you up, but you turned my mess into something beautiful, like roses. You saw the good in me, even when I was surrounded by darkness. I should have warned you I break beautiful things. You looked at me with unarmed eyes. I came fully loaded. Your goodness makes me ache where my pride once lived. I want to wrap your innocence in armor. You didn't know what I was hiding and still loved me louder. I'm terrified of your kindness. It knows my secrets. You stared into my storm like it was a garden. Your touch didn't seduce me. It baptized me. I almost left you because I couldn't bear being seen. You didn't save me. You reminded me I was worth saving. I didn't believe in angels until your silence healed me. You walked into my life like a whispered prayer. Every time you smiled, my demons stepped back. I didn't know light until I saw it shake in your hands. You were untouched, and I was untamed. Yet we collided like fate. Your love wasn't loud. It was pure enough to echo. You weren't naive. You were divinely unafraid. I didn't deserve your trust, but I clung to it like oxygen. I touched your hand and questioned every scar I've earned. You didn't see my rage, only the child I buried. You made me feel like I was safe to be good. You loved me in ways I wasn't ready to believe. I felt holy the moment you whispered my name. You disarmed me without trying. You offered me softness, and I held it like it would vanish. You gave me mercy when I deserved distance. I didn't want your innocence. I wanted to be worthy of it. You weren't weak. You were unshaken by storms that broke others. Your love didn't scream. It stayed. You saw past my games and still chose me. You were light, and I kept dimming it to feel less exposed. I was dangerous, but you weren't afraid to love me anyway. You didn't flinch when you saw my broken edges. I didn't want to ruin you, but I was made of ruin. You healed wounds I didn't know I was bleeding from. You smiled at me like I was still redeemable. You didn't ask me to change. You reminded me I could. Your presence felt like silence after chaos. I never knew purity could be a weapon until you loved me. You were the quiet in my violent thoughts. I hated how much your goodness made me feel seen. You were innocence draped in divine defiance. You looked like peace, and I wanted war until I met you. I wanted to destroy you, but you loved the parts I hated. You never judged me, not even when I confessed in silence. You gave me hope, and I gave you warning signs. You didn't even know your smile was undoing years of damage. You touched my soul without asking permission. I tried to stay away, but your softness kept calling me back. You didn't need to prove your love. It was in your silence. You didn't understand the danger of loving someone like me. I wasn't ready for someone so untouched by darkness. You were a sunrise I wasn't ready to witness. Your innocence wasn't ignorance. It was resilience. You gave me grace before I earned it. I didn't know I was starving until you fed me your gentleness. If this touched your soul, don't scroll. Like, comment your favorite quote and subscribe for more. You were the truth I kept running from. I gave you warnings. You gave me love. You walked in, and my pain asked to leave. You didn't love my potential. You loved my brokenness. You deserved soft, yet I gave you storms. You didn't know how much I needed your smile. You loved me like I was already healed. I let you in because your innocence made me forget how to lie. Your silence speaks louder than my confessions. I crave the peace you carry like it's holy water. You softened me without trying. You loved the version of me that I buried. You didn't know it, but your eyes forgave my sins. You saw my chaos and didn't run. How do you do that? Your innocence made my lies feel small. You trusted me like the world hadn't already broken me. You made me wonder if I was worthy of the love you gave. You didn't ask for my heart, but you owned it anyway. I watched your smile soften my darkest parts. I didn't think love could be this pure. Then I met you. Your soul shines like the kind of light I thought I'd lost forever. I gave you my mess, and you turned it into something beautiful. You had no idea you were saving me with every word. You made me wish for a version of myself that could love you better. You see the best in me, even when I can't see it myself. I tried to break you, but you just turned the pieces into a masterpiece. You believed in me, even when I didn't. You loved me even when I was too broken to love myself. I wanted to keep you in my arms, but you were already everywhere. You opened the door to my heart without even knocking. You let me in when the world told you to stay away. I saw your innocence as a threat, and I couldn't resist. You made me feel like I could be pure again. I can't believe how much light you bring to my darkness. You loved me like you didn't know I was unworthy. I tried to hurt you, but you only healed me instead. Your heart didn't know how to break, and yet it broke me open. You made me realize that innocence is strength, not weakness. Your innocence didn't make you naive. It made you a force. I tried to keep you at arm's length, but you kept drawing me closer. You gave me a reason to want to be better. I was afraid your goodness would make me feel small, but it only made me grow. I wasn't ready for you, but your love prepared me anyway. Your kindness was my favorite kind of chaos. You loved me in a way that made me question everything I thought I knew. Your heart didn't fit the world I lived in, but I let you reshape it. You loved me like I was everything worth saving. I tried to guard you from the storm, but you were my calm. I thought I was protecting you, but it was you protecting me all along. Your love wasn't gentle, it was a wild kind of safety. I never understood innocence until I saw it in you. You gave me trust when I didn't deserve it. I wanted to protect you from the world, but you taught me how to fight for us. You didn't love the idea of me. You loved the broken pieces I hid. Your innocence is a force I can't quite explain. I wanted to destroy your purity, but you transformed me instead. I thought I was too damaged to love someone like you, but you proved me wrong. You trusted me when the world told you not to. I didn't believe love could be this simple until you loved me. You weren't just innocent. You were the universe's secret weapon. Your innocence didn't make me feel like a monster. It made me want to be a man. You gave me hope when I was too lost to find it on my own. Your love didn't need to be perfect. It just needed to be real. You taught me that innocence is not something to be taken. It's something to be protected. I didn't want to destroy your goodness. I wanted to be worthy of it. You didn't know the power of your softness until you saw how I crumbled. Your trust in me became the weight I carried with pride. I didn't want to be someone who deserved you, but I tried anyway. You made me feel like a boy again, innocent and unafraid of love. You held my heart like it was the most fragile thing, and I didn't know it was. You were too pure for this world, and it made me want to protect you forever. I thought I was beyond saving, but you loved me like I wasn't. I wasn't sure I could love again, but you showed me how to. You didn't need to fix me, but you did anyway, just by being you. I tried to make you like me, but your innocence made me better. I can't believe you're still here. Despite everything I've done to you, you taught me that even broken hearts can be mended by love. I never knew how much I needed purity until you filled the gaps in my soul. You loved me with a gentle strength that made me see everything differently. I couldn't believe you were real, but you were all I ever needed. You loved me when I didn't deserve it, and it made me want to be worthy. You turned my mistakes into lessons, and I still can't believe how you did it. I wasn't ready for you, but I'll spend my life trying to be. You weren't just innocent. You were a light that guided me back home. You loved me in ways I didn't know were possible. I thought I needed to shield you from the world, but your love was already strong enough to handle anything. Your innocence showed me that love doesn't have to hurt to be genuine. I tried to push you away, but you stayed by my side. I didn't feel I deserved your love, yet you gave it to me anyway. You made me believe in things I thought were impossible. I didn't think I could love again, but you made me feel that way. You didn't just see me, you saw the best part of who I am. Your love was like water in the dry, empty desert of my heart.